from day 4 of this series of getting to Norway. I'm here with Aslan, I got Zima down there, and I haven't been doing much today. If you've been following the past few days, I have been like non-stop going either to the mechanic or to the Italian DMV, whatever, I forget what it's called always. And so I'm in that process of trying to get my van registered in Italy and insured and fixed because the driver's side door is opening while I'm driving. So we're almost there. Yesterday I did kind of crash the van, but I fixed it. You can see in that video. And then today, yeah, it's just been like a chill day because Sir woke us up at like 5 a.m. Maybe like 5:30, and it was actually his first night not sleeping in the crate, which was amazing. He didn't go potty inside from what I saw. I don't think he did, and that was a huge win. I wasn't really planning on doing that anytime soon, but he was really convincing last night. He was laying on the bed, like on his dog bed, like please, please, please. So we went ahead and did that, and we're about to do a pregnancy check on Maisie. So Maisie is the horse that just gave birth a few months ago to baby Forsay, and so I'll take you guys on that journey in a little bit. It's very interesting watching a pregnancy check if you've never seen one for horses. And so she will probably have 2 to 3 babies in her whole lifetime. She makes beautiful, beautiful babies, and so she will be with the same stallion. They mated recently a few days ago, and so they'll make another similar really beautiful baby. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then other than that I've just been focusing on my retreat and sending out invites and signing people up and finalizing the itinerary and what like I need to do and what I need to purchase. And so I was finding some drums because I want to have drum circles. I've been to some in Bali and they were just like the most powerful thing. So I'll order some drums. It's called Wild and Free. It's an all women's retreat here in Italy where it will be located at this spa B&B, and it's close by, and then we'll have things on the farm as well with the horses. Sir, your nails hurt. And other than that, yeah, I'm just trying to move slow because tomorrow I'm gonna go back into town, and hold on, Zima is not going to like if you do that. She's in a mood right now and you keep pushing her limits. All right, let's go do the pregnancy check. I got it. I got it.
Oh, sì,
See?
ok,
See?
ok. Oh no, Maisie non ci arrivo.
There she goes. Freedom, back to her herd. Maisie's actually the queen, the leader of the herd. So she will have a bunch of princesses. Hey Duchess, you wanna go back? Seems okay with the ankle. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. He just ripped this whole thing off my van because I wasn't watching you for 2 seconds. It was my fault. Second puppy is much easier. I don't know, maybe it's just Aslan and Arla's personalities, but he's been so much easier. And just like, I think I'm also different. I am way more regulated. When I first got Arlo, he, you know, was my breakup puppy. I just got out of a relationship that was like very dysregulating. We were both chronically ill, my ex and I. We both had mold illness. We both had all the same co-infections and everything, except he didn't have Lyme and I had Lyme. And we both all had this, like the mold exposure and everything from different places, different spores, but we were dealing with all the same things when we came together. So it was kind of crazy how the universe brought us together as like healing partners, and I'm really grateful for that. But towards the end, like our goal was to heal the nervous system. I was doing things like Saracet and what's it called? Brainwave optimization, which is the original technology of Saracet. It's not offered anymore. But that practitioner was telling me, like, you can't heal in this environment because the environment together was very dysregulating, the communication and everything. And so I just ultimately had to leave because of that. And so Arlo came into my life at that time, and I feel like I was just like so stressed by each little thing, and I was moving. I wanted to leave my job. I didn't know where I was gonna live. I was debating, you know, either getting a van then or moving abroad then. Where's my puppy? Why is there sand on your face? And so anyway, I feel like that time, part of it was that Arlo is a crazy dog, and he's still crazy. And I don't think his like goal so much is to please me, when Aslan like is very loyal. Aslan, come. And like he really responds well to positive reinforcement. Sit. And then Arlo, like he'll do it for the treat, but like if it's just positive reinforcement, he's like, I got better things to do, ma'am. So anyway, I've noticed that in myself. I'm like, wow, this seems so much easier, but also I just am easier. I'm easier with my life now, especially like since yesterday. You guys watched the vlog. I crashed my van and messed up the door there. And I was on my way to go get, I have to learn how to hold this straight, to go get my van potentially inspected, and I had done that on the way. And so old me, even me that just like arrived to Europe a year and a half ago, would have been in tears and panic. Even though I had done so much nervous system regulation, there's layers and layers. And so really focusing on this brain retraining in the past, like month before Aslan moved in with me full time, I had been doing it like an hour every day. Now I'm trying to figure out like my windows, like I'm getting into a routine with him because I really can't do it unless he's napping. And so I'm trying to figure that out. But I feel like what I have done so far, I've seen it in my HRV when I'm sleeping, my heart rate variability. I've seen it in how I handle stress. I've seen it in how I show up in my relationships. Like when people, Arlo, can we not do that right now, please? Arlo, hey, come here, please. Just wait one moment. Sit with mama. Children. Where are we? Oh, like the conflict the past few days with all the drama on the farm of, you know, the animals that we've lost and everything, and the screaming neighbors at me. I feel like, of course, it's dysregulating when it happens, but I've been able to bounce back really quickly. And even when it's happening, to be like, that's you, this is me. When you're really dysregulated, you don't know, like, where you are in the world. You don't know what's yours and what's theirs, and like what's safe and what's not safe. Everything's unsafe. Even like happiness is unsafe. Money can feel unsafe. And so your subconscious then blocks everything from coming into your field. And so that feels unsafe. Like it can just, everything can be so confusing and so scary within the body and also within the mind and the emotions. I've seen it in how I show up like in romantic relationships. Not that there's much of that, but I just can trust the flow of life a lot more. I can trust that everything is going to work out in divine timing. I can let go even when it seems like it could be perfect, but it's not at this moment. I can, you know, again, trust. When you're super dysregulated, you can't really trust like that. You hold on, you attach more. And so it's been, is that nice? Like for this little farm in Italy, there's always so much happening. That's what my friend Shay said when she came to visit recently. She's like, you wouldn't think, like this tiny little farm, there's always something, which is amazing. Like we've talked about before on my channel, my van is like my spiritual teacher, right? Like it really is. Like as much as I get so frustrated with it, or I have in the past, it has taught me so much. It's taught me patience. It's taught me trust. It's taught me non-attachment. It's taught me stoicism. It's taught me safety. It's taught me how to just let go and let God. And so has this farm. like with all the beautiful chaos here, everything that is so emotional, so raw, so real, so real. Like, let me emphasize that it's so real. Like just getting my hands in the dirt and with animals and experiencing death often, experiencing new life often, like what we just saw with Maisie. Hi. And him. He's the first life that I ever saw come into this world, the first live birth. And then baby Force, Maisie's baby who was just with her, that was the next, other than his whole litter, the next birth that I saw. This has been such an incredible experience, and it happened because I learned how to feel safe in my nervous system, safe enough to see clearly. Like doing those treatments and doing brain retraining is what led me to see that I had to leave that relationship of 4 years, is what led me to see that like Arlo was the right decision for me when I saw him on a Facebook post. So it led me to decide to, you know, sell everything. Even though everything was fine, I had that trust in myself, that clarity in myself. And so yeah, now it's amazing to be here, to have this experience, but also to be visualizing Norway and to be thinking like what could happen. Like I just got this vision. Also, if my hair is purple, it's because I forgot the purple shampoo in a little bit too long and I didn't wash it out completely. And here's a clip of me washing my hair with the hose when I realized. So I was like, I have to quickly. I mean, I shower with hose water anyway, but it's plugged into the shower head and the heater. But so anyway, I got a vision of being in Norway, and it was with me, Aslan, Arlo. Why are you panting so much? I have all these bug sprays everywhere. It's such a mess. But necessary. And Duchess, Zima will stay here. But 3 of us are just like on this mountaintop in Norway, and I have my nice cameras and I'm taking beautiful photos, and I just, you know, had a thought of like with this vision in mind, like it was, what was it? It was like someone, I saw this trend online, and it was like, he asked me if I'm happy or like happy without him or whatever. Not that I'm holding on to like any ex person or anything like that. And then I saw this clip of being in Norway, and it's like, don't have to ask. Like, it's like, of course. And so I'm super excited. And my friend Dom, who you guys maybe remember, she came to visit. We went to Austria. I had messaged her. I was like, I really feel like it's time for this adventure. And she's like, yeah, I think so too. Like, you've learned so much of the farm. You've experienced so much. But sometimes you just need a new adventure to grow in the ways that you're meant to grow, expand in the ways that you're meant to expand, and it feels like that's what this is, what Norway is. And of course that freaks the subconscious out, that makes my subconscious go crazy and probably manifest me driving into a cement wall and all these other things. But I keep working with it and keep saying like, no, it's safe. We're capable. We can handle everything. We have contacts now that we didn't have before when we were on the road. I think that was the thing, is like why my subconscious was latching on so much to this, is like when I was on the road before coming to the farm, and I would break down in all these different countries. I just arrived. It's very, like, if you're thinking about moving to Europe, any country in Europe, and you're like native English speaker, only English speaking, from a completely different continent like the US, it's a culture shock. Asan, don't do that. Chewing on the tent strings. Asan, come here. Come. Good boy. Yes. And so yeah, that was dysregulating. Like, I would be in Spain broken down, and like my insurance wouldn't speak to me because it was French, and my you know, the people in Spain could barely speak to, and so my subconscious like remembered those really triggering moments, and like being in Portugal and getting ripped off for a oil change for like, I don't know, it's 200-300 euro. And I was just like, I was waiting a week for it, just sleeping in random parking lots in Lisbon because no one would do my oil change. And so they're all probably in a secret society deciding how much they could overcharge me. But now I, like, if something happens with the van, I have friends who have come to the farm and like volunteered, and so many people have worked on my van that I can call and be like, what do I do? Who do I contact? Like, how do I fix this? I have friends all over Europe now. I have friends in like every country that I can go visit and stay with. I have family everywhere. And so I just keep giving my mind this evidence that it's all good. We're all good. Everything's safe. And I have the other thing that my mind found dysregulating or unsafe was like being out in random places, sleeping in random parking lots. Not only like is I think starting van life, especially as a solo female traveler, like very new, like sleeping in parking lots was just like my body could not figure it out, even though I knew I wanted it for years. But that in a foreign land, like I couldn't calibrate. And then also just I didn't feel like Arla was really like guarding and on it of like protecting if anything happened. And so I just felt like I was protecting him, and I was trying not to be seen. Like I would like literally every time I would leave my van, I would be like, honey, I'll be right back, like into the van, so people thought that there were people, like a guy in there. And I think that's safe, that's good to do. But now I have a little Kangal puppy, and so I feel much safer as well. And so many wonderful things. I'm gonna go see where this puppy is. He's obsessed with digging in the sand behind my tent. But he's so good at coming right when I called him. So anyway, I think that today is like a reflection day. Today I'm just kind of sitting with everything that has happened this week and how like I've really got the ball rolling. I've started these new kind of videos, which if you like the other kinds of videos more, this is just Zima, be nice. Hold on. They're doing their tug of war, and Zima is just in a mood today. I can respect your mood, but you have to be nice to us, son. Okay. She's like, I'm the queen. I don't have to be nice to anybody. Anyway, what I was saying was that if you prefer my other style of videos, this is like a month that I'm committing to like figure out if I prefer this style or my other style. So just, bear with me if you feel called to. If you don't, no worries. See you later. But I'm loving this. I'm enjoying it. I'm really excited to capture beautiful moments on the road, in Norway, wherever else life takes us. As Aslan grows and grows and grows, like how fun is it that you guys get to come along this journey with us and like see him growing and growing and growing. He is going to be such a big boy. And yeah, so that was today. I'm gonna go, I think, try to just finish submitting this stuff for my retreat, and just like finalizing some details. And I have to like hire a car and things like that. So if you want to sign up for the retreat or apply for the retreat, go ahead and apply below. I have my courses, 21 days to rewire your mind. It's all that brain retraining I was talking about, and decondition is like that and more. It's 12 weeks, and then I have 21 days to know your divine guidance, which like I feel like I've been feeling this all day. I'm meant to go sit with that practice that I have of going into my heart, and my divine team has been like, we're trying to communicate with you. And I just had like puppy and all these things, and so now is the time where I feel like I'm ready to go sit and receive some messages as well. So love you guys. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow we will go get the door fixed, and I also got a quote for French insurance just emailed to me, so it's tempting, I might sign up for that instead. But also it would be easier if I just imported everything to Italy in the long term. Not easier right now, but if I want to go to Norway, like definitely, then I should just do the French insurance. So I think I'll see. I'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm waiting for the guy to respond from yesterday to tell me what I need, to like confirm what I need, because it's kind of hard with the language yesterday. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to Norway. It's gonna happen. Super exciting. Thanks for supporting. If you want to join Patreon, there's some behind the scenes stuff there, and I'm planning to do a Q&A on there tomorrow and do a voice note update for one of the tiers. And so I also have that little secret society as well over there, where we don't plan on ripping off people for oil changes. We do more I don't know the word, kind things. All right, bye guys, see you later.